Hi, I'm Steve Schoaf with Key Elegance and thought I would just take a quick moment to share who I am, what I do. I started playing piano when I was 4, and though I studied classically from a professor at the North Carolina School of the Arts, I prefer to play by ear. I started entertaining when I was in high school, playing for dinners and things like that. I often get questions about my services. As I mentioned, the name of my company is Key Elegance. That's keyelegance.com. I entertain for all sorts of occasions, but primarily for more elegant occasions like weddings, dinners, receptions, and cocktail hours. I typically provide background music, but I don't mind being the center of attention, particularly at events like wedding ceremonies. If I don't have access to an acoustic piano, I use my keyboard. But my piano can also sound like a string ensemble or even an orchestra. As far as what I like to play, I typically read the room and look at the ages of people and try to play what I think they might like to hear. Depending on who's at your event, this could run the gamut from jazz standards from the early part of the century all the way up to today. The jazz standards include a ton of songs like Cheek to Cheek, or I'm sure you'd recognize this song as well. This genre also includes a ton of songs made famous by Frank Sinatra. Then, of course, there are a lot of songs from the 70s. I'm sure you'd recognize Elton John. And then there's Billy Joel. Then the 80s is fair game as well. And I also cover a little bit from the 90s. Now, as we entered the 2000s, technology started having a much more profound effect on music, making many songs more difficult to cover on the piano. However, there's songs like from Michael Bublé, I once had someone request Bruno Mars' Uptown Funk.
This is that ice cold Michelle fight for that.
That one's a little bit tough to cover, so I had to politely decline. But within reason, I'm willing to give it a try. Basically, because I play more or less what I hear in my head, this can lead to sing-alongs or name that tune games. It's kind of up to your guest and how much fun they want to have. So you might have questions on my pricing. I've got basically two types of pricing. One is flat rate for a wedding ceremony, and then I basically play by the hour for dinners, receptions, cocktail hours, and so forth. If I'm hired to do a wedding ceremony and another type of event, like a cocktail hour or a dinner, I can offer a discount. Then, in addition, I have little add-ons that cover things like hauling and setting up my keyboard and PA, and if I need to travel more than a couple hours from where I live, I add a little fee for travel as well. By the way, if the situation calls for me to use my keyboard and PA, I'm happy to make announcements and for you to use the PA as well if you want to make toast. So there you have it. I have lots of audio and video at keyelegance.com. You can reach me there through a contact form, or you can just email me directly at steve@keyelegance.com. Thanks and happy planning.